My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Edgar, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack. People are driving parasites through me from a remote location. Remote control worms. I can also hear their voices. Very hostile, demeaning, negative. They keep threatening me and my family. They are premeditating our deaths. This is what I know, or this is what I have perceived. There's more space in the universe than humans can see. There are 11 dimensions and an inverse. I know there's extra space. We have biology in this extra space, so extra dimensional biology. When we die, we utilize this biology to have an afterlife. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this biology before we die. So they remove it from themselves and use technology and techniques to turn it into an extra dimensional vehicle. This technology allows them to do several things. First, it allows them to assimilate themselves into a hive mind. So they interface this technology with their brains and central nervous system and link it into a computer. This allows them to communicate with each other. It allows them to interact with each other in a digital world. It allows them to have sexual relations. This technology also allows them to create surrogates so they can drive other organisms. They can drive humans, animals, insects, worms, in all dimensions. This technology also artificially stimulates their brain tissue so they can map out individual neurons or isolate individual neurons and stimulate these neurons. It also elevates their neurochemistry. So they have stolen my biology. I have extra dimensional biology, or I had extra dimensional biology. They have taken it from me and my family. They torture it. So we are still connected to our biologies even after they're removed from us. I have severe brain and nerve damage. I have a lot of cognitive decline at the moment. So I used to be a political activist on Facebook. I was I participated in politics, persuaded elections, discussed policy. I had a large following. And I'm also an author. I'm part Native American and part Caucasian. I write literature. I write a lot. I used to write a lot on Facebook. I inspired a lot of people, gave a lot of people ideas. So someone decided to practice Scientology on me. They started removing biology and installing gear technology in an attempt to make me a constituent. So they assimilated me into a hive mind, tried to control me, tell me what to do, how to do my job. Some of them were hostile. These people are very negative. They're very mean people. So they're so these Scientologists are they're very criminal. They seek out people of interest or people with authority. They like to make them constituents, or practice Scientology use people, or steal biologies from them, or create surrogates with them. I have severe nervous system badly. So I did not accept their advances. I started yelling at these people. I feared for my life. So this hive mind, you can sense everyone's emotions. You can sense their demeanor. It's like you can tell their their desires. Anyone that's talking to you. So this hive mind, it allows you to interact with people face to face and experience their neurology. It's like a very intricate sort of telepathy. Well, I could tell they were going to kill me. I started yelling at them. So they removed the gear or they turned it off. But it became aware that the public was invading my privacy. These people communicated with me through their employment. So media personnel, radio DJs, social media, they communicated with me on social media, internet companies, internet ads, and even the government, big business. I could tell that these people were invading my privacy. Some were nice, some were hostile. Some of these people are like me, they like literature, they like to write and create. They started stealing my ideas. At first, I didn't care. I did this on Facebook a lot. I helped people with ideas. I gave people a lot of ideas. And as time went on, they became more hostile. And I yelled at them even more every day. Strange things started happening. Accidents. The people around me started acting weird. I became sick. The whole side of my face swelled up. I could tell something, things were inside of me. I went to the hospital several times to try to get them out. There wasn't anything there. In the hindsight, I could tell they were in my upper dimensions. Somebody was practicing Scientology on me. So this eventually turned into a torture fest. They left, they didn't take my entire biology. They took some of it. I guess enough to gain access to my biology. So as time went on, I started to write more. I moved back home and started to write more. I wrote Crazy Bird Comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Divine Currency, Alien Bob, Bug Bob, several others. I've been writing for a long time, most of my life. Short stories. I write a lot of ideas down. So they started removing brain pieces from my. They started removing even more biology, more biology. They wanted to make a surrogate out of my biology. So this technology allows them to experience another person's brain, literally remove brain tissue from your upper dimensions and install it in their own head, implant it in their own brain, and access this tissue, access your memories, neurons, and your nerve tissue, and use it as their own. They wanted to gain my intellect, my ability to write, create. I'm being threatened now. Extremely hostile. I mean, bad, extremely evil, horrible people. Said I shouldn't have yelled. You were killing me. I have a right to not be assaulted, to not be sick, not hear voices. I already have extreme PTSD. Yes, these are civilians and the government. So there's companies, they claim to be affiliated with Humas, Preservision. That's a worm. Oh, they like to torture me constantly. They just help my brain a little bit. I have a right to not be cleaved to. So I've been writing for a long time. They're trying to steal my intellectual property, like they've always done, even before they assimilated me. Yeah, those people with so many ideas. I inspired a lot of people. I like doing that. I used to like doing it. They made a lot of money off of me. They want the whole thing. They want my body parts, my intellectual property. They want to create some martyrdom story, torture me to death. I've been writing since I was a kid. I wrote entire stories when I was 14 years old. They're claiming they have something to do with it. Blue bloods are humans. Blue bloods are humans. The human genome produces an 11-dimensional organism with horns on our head. We are Anunnaki. We are of the Anunnaki bloodline. Our ancestors were Anunnaki. Or we. And when you can modify our biologies, Scientology does a lot of body modification. You can turn them into an alien or a lizard person or a bug. See, Scientology likes to take body parts from multiple species and merge them together, which is disgusting. mainly for the fact that we are still in them body pieces. You never leave your biology. Even after they're removed from us, our upper dimensions, you are still in them. I still feel everything that's going on with my upper dimensions. They have tortured mine badly, made them suffer. They keep me sick. They like to artificially stimulate my brain tissue, make me experience things. They try to run my brain. They try to use it to write stories with. Their idea of a good book is a snuff film. They're conditioned to practice Scientology, create surrogates. This is literally the act of removing body parts from organisms and installing technology and running technology. They said they're going to keep me alive for the time being. These worms, though. So these people are addicted to torture. They became angry with me when they put me in a hive. I didn't want to be a constituent. It wasn't that. I have a stress disorder. And I could sense that you were going to hurt me, cause me harm. They assimilated me into a hive mind. It literally connects our minds together. So they have done all kinds of experiments with me. They try to connect me to several people. So the words that I spoke or the thoughts that I had come out of their own brain, stimulated their own tissue. They wanted my thought patterns, thought development. I told them from the get go, I can help you with your psychology. I've studied it myself. I needed help myself when I was younger. So did my father. So I study psychology. I understand how to develop a mind, where to find knowledge, how to develop logic and critical thinking skills, and to create a good psyche, to develop good ego, id, the proper values and principles needs, and how to develop good psychological conditioning. Yeah, it's fucking humans and preservation. They consider body parts as commodities. They're fucking evil. Bad evil. They see us as fodder. They call us fodder down here. The people that don't know, that they're not in the know, because they have cleaved themselves and become big. They are giant compared to us. They are premeditating my death. They have parts of my biology trapped. They removed my brain and tried to utilize it for themselves. And then they tortured the rest of it. They used some of it for surrogate purposes. Some of it is trapped in a box full of chemicals and stuff. Some of it's on fire. Then they lock it out of space time. They've been with me my whole life. But this started 13 years ago. Space transcends time. Our upper dimensions transcends time. So when you go to heaven, you transcend time. The past, the present, and the future happen at the same time. Now, these people beat the shit out of me my whole life. My father is extremely abusive. He's a surrogate. Everyone around me beat the shit out of me. They were so mean to me, hostile, and I don't know why. But now I do. Because it was them turning everybody that I know into surrogates. been an angels and demons scenario my whole life. They didn't assimilate me until 13 years ago. Say it's against the law. These people that are ordained, you see how it works, Chris. We come down there and ordain ourselves. I think you were ordained. Write a book. Write your book. Breaking the law. So then they make me see people like the authorities. They keep me afraid. They say they set me up somehow. They're going to get me in trouble. And they make me see these people like police officers in the military threatening threatening me. If I say anything, so I'm full of worms. Humans and preservation are addicted to putting worms in people. They're addicted to it. They use worms a lot for surgical purposes, body modification purposes, because they can make surrogates out of other organisms. They can drive other organisms. This technology allows them to drive other organisms. They can drive a worm right through a human, right inside of you. Come see this and that. They also use them for weapons. I have several different species. Some are used for surgery, some are used for weapons, and some were used as a like a deterrence mechanism or a self-defense mechanism. Gonna tackle fight a worm with another worm. Breaking the law. So they're playing the go in the hell game. They're sending people to hell, making people suffer. But they're doing it in a way in which it looks like justice is being served, but it's not. That's what I get from it. So much deceit, garbage. Yes, I need to turn them in. Scientologists have become criminal. They're taking over the world. See, this technology allows them to control people. And they also have a disposition where they can make people suffer, make them sick, sabotage their lives. And these people are all connected to a hive mind. So they all have the same desires and goals and outlooks. Humans are supposed to be individuals with good morals and principles. Everyone is hooked into some Dr. Kevorkian son of a bitch that has he wants to punish everyone in the world for the shit that he's done. We need to we need to police the upper dimensions. The universe is supposed to be whole. We're supposed to all be one object, 1 through 11 dimensions, with the inverse intact. They're cleaving everything. We're not supposed to experience heaven until we die. Scientology is supposed to be for professionals, for grandmasters, people that have went through psychological conditioning and psychoanalysis. It's for people like top tier Scientologists or Grandmaster Masons, whatever, and special agents. But it's taking over everybody. If you aren't practicing Scientology right now in the world, you are being practiced on, especially if you have authority. Well, now they're doing it to the poor people in an attempt to control their behavior, to get them to purchase more. It's not like we're already broke enough. Now they're going to try to take every bit we got. So they keep people sick. I don't want. I just know what I've seen and what's happened to me. But I have a unique perspective. I'm ordained, but I'm the guy they torture. I'm the guy that don't want to be here. They torture the shit out of me. Then they're going to send me to hell. Yes, I have experienced heaven a few times. They don't want me to have it. Show you what you're missing out on. That is my biology. Those are my body parts. I'm still in them. Oh, I'm experiencing heaven, all right. Hit a fucking fire. Everybody else driving my biology around. Every once in a while, I'll catch a boner, like, oh, there goes my penis up there. Someone's having sex with my penis. They even show it to me. Look what I'm doing. It's disgusting. Yes. So these people are very criminal. They do things like home invasion, stalking, assault, weapons of mass destruction. So I hear them right now. They're so mean and hostile. And what sucks is they're acting like they're going to punish other people for using my brain. So this is body. I got body snatched. So they tell me they are supposedly addressing them, but they're talking to me. They say the most horrible, mean things, and they're not letting me sleep. I haven't slept in a while. They have destroyed my brain and my nervous system. I'm being assaulted with worms right now. They like to put worms everywhere. They have they have removed the inverse from my house, from my home, and from my land, and they have given someone else's inverse here. They're driving worms to me right now. It's dimensional worm. I better get up. Yes, my dad is a surrogate. I can tell this because he says things in relation to what they say. Weird things. Plus, he is very abusive, extremely abusive, especially when he's not in my presence. Say he's in the next room. They'll be doing things or saying things or putting on a show. They like to put on skits. That's what they do at UMass. This technology allows them to control neurochemistry and thought patterns. And he'll even play along. If they had a seance the other day, they started cutting body parts off and throwing stuff at me. He come out and started spitting on me. He named me Christopher. My mother didn't like the idea. She didn't want it. They got into an argument about it. So I got stuck with four names. He's a surrogate. Now they label me St. Christopher. They're creating a martyrdom story. This is their entertainment. But they're torturing me to death, steal my intellectual property, and save the planet. I forbid it. The world can have the Environmental Creation Agency, but you can't have my comic books because it's Native American. Crazy Bird is a Native American. Yes, I'm not going to let a bunch of white people destroy the planet and then steal intellectual property from the people that are trying to save it. You're breaking the law. So I wrote Crazy Bird comics. I'm being kidnapped for my ability to create, for my genius. That's what it is. They're saying because I'm hive mind, they get to take it. All of our minds were linked together. I've been doing this my whole life. I did this well before I got completely assimilated. They said we just turned it off. I have story time with them all the time. I tell them stories, sorts of entertainment. You know what they do for entertainment? Torture me. They're my neurons. Saltwood from Memphis, man. Yes, I've been to the hospital to try to get this. They say nothing's there. There is a third dimensional counterpart to these worms. I don't know how they don't see them. The people at the hospital are probably surrogates too. That's what happens when space transcends time and someone tries to get away with criminal activity. So they can see the future. They see when I'm going to go to the hospital. They know exactly who I'm going to interact with. Yes, sir, they're being nice. Everyone's being calm. Yes, they're not going to show the whole story. They're going to try to manipulate the evidence or manufacture evidence. No, I'm not mean. They assault me badly, and I get defensive, and I've screamed at them. They're saying it's my fault. Breaking the law. This is against the law. Yes, I've always felt like it was in me to be a political activist and a creative, a tool maker, someone that could fix the environment, make a difference. I guess that's the native part of it. The Irish are driving worms. They are addicted to it. This technology creates addictive behavior. I suspect they are abusing substances too. Some of them are. They can abuse substances with this technology and these techniques without even having to consume anything in the third dimension. They can take it in the upper dimensions. You're breaking the law. They keep attacking my character constantly, and I'm a bad person, or I don't have good characteristics. These people are psychologically impaired. They're psychotic, delusional behavior. They're jealous, greedy, irritable. They stay irritable and angry. It's their elevated dopamine levels, plus their criminal activity. Sometimes when you hurt another person and they get mad about it, it makes you mad. Humans have like this natural telepathy. We experience each other's emotions. Like whenever a person starts crying, it makes the other person cry. Or when you get mad, it makes you mad. It's our thalamus. We see each other's brains. Our upper dimensions have these special abilities. So they hurt me and I got mad about it. Now they're mad. Even when I don't get mad about it, they still get mad. You can't hurt someone in the hive. It's my cognitive functions a little bit. When it, there's something I call displacement theory. I don't know what the correct term is, but uh, our space time is merged. There's a merge between our space time. Say they remove your upper dimensions. Well, you experience your upper dimensions even if they're removed from you, no matter where they go. So they can work on it, and it makes you. They're torturing me in all dimensions. I have worms in all dimensions. Now they're doing something stupid. These people are stupid. Plus, they're doing things like say this, and then I'll say, okay, make it so. Make it so. Don't. It's still assault because the future begets the past. You can see the future. There is no such thing to you. You're not acting right, no matter what. You're breaking the law, no matter what. No, I don't see them as my friends. I'm their kidnapped victim. But I'm a nice person. I'm not angry all the time. They assault me all the time. Assault. They're doing this to a lot of people. If you're not practicing Scientology now, you are getting practiced on. You probably have body parts that you miss and preservation in an attempt to control your behavior. He wants everybody assimilated into a hive mind. Either that or you have technology inside of you. Yes, they can experience my dopamine release. Right. It appears half brain. They're not smart people. It appears they've had a very supernatural disposition for a very long time. They call it God status, something God's house. They have my whole house covered in worms. They said Yuma's inverse was here. I'm getting threatened. I'm reporting criminal activity. There's no such thing as classified information. The entire world's practicing Scientology. It's not classified anymore. Yes, they tried to make my mind say things. So Obama, they just succeed. They can stimulate thought patterns. breaking the law. I'm being harassed. You're breaking the law. You can't have my comic books. I'm bad sick. I'm on the verge of death. I'm on life support. They've tortured me for 13 years, kept me sick, put worms in me. Now they're using someone else is using my brain tissue. They're ordaining anybody and everybody. Wicked smarter than. Well, they're practicing Scientology on them. They're not ordained. Yes, I got to experience heaven for a brief moment, a few times. Not with my own biology. I didn't get to fly around like I used to. I used to be able to fly. You fly in heaven. You fly through outer space. I didn't do anything wrong. Got to experience it for like 2 seconds, just long enough for you to assault me. They like to do that. They like to show me my body parts and then take it away from me. Like, hey, I remember that. And they take it away from me. They like my neural tissue. They're petty, extremely petty. They're trying to get away with torture and murder and rape and mutilation, weapons of mass destruction. They're doing the same thing to my animals. They're going to try to send them to hell too. They said they already have a few times. They're so damn stupid. They don't think we can see time. They don't think we can see them. They don't think we can understand them. They think it's all classified. They're not my friend. Some of these people were nice, some were hostile. Breaking the law. Nothing in my house is any of your business. No, it's not. You're breaking the law. We are bound by third dimensional law. There is no excuse for you to be hurting me or torturing me or being here. Get off of my property. Stay away from me. And please give me my biology back or put it somewhere safe. Stop torturing it. Scientology is so disgusting. We make a Nunnakai. We are a Nunnakai, a light breathing demon that flies through outer space. People chop it to pieces. Look what I can do with it. Yes, and we can also do magic. See, in the third dimension, we treat the universe as it's still one piece. We don't know what the hell happened up there yet, or what the hell's going on. We're not supposed to experience heaven until we're dead. These people act like there's a separate set of laws for the upper dimensions and down here. They say they can kill me for smoking a cigarette or eating a bowl of cereal. So these people are addicted to Scientology. They have torture victims all. They send a lot of people to hell, torture a lot. No, civilians are involved too. I've already told you. Media companies like radio, public broadcasting, television companies, news companies, marketing companies, internet companies, big business, politicians, the government, CIA, the FBI, the military. Not many people up there. There's only one set of laws that govern this universe. And this is it. The Constitution of the United States. They're going to hell for this. They think they can write their own laws up there and kill us. Or come down here and write some laws that pertain to us. There's not going to be any classified laws on the books. They think they can steal body parts for something we did wrong, or torture us and send us to hell for something we did wrong. And petty shit too, like menial drug use, or like smoking a cigarette, or eating in front of them. They think they can come down here to my house, sit here in front of me, and steal body parts and torture me. I can't smoke a cigarette or eat something. They're gonna hit me again for it. Heaven is for dead people. There's a conflict of interest on Earth now. And Scientology is abusing their powers of heaven to control societies and to force their religions and their agendas upon us. They're forcing Christianity and Scientology on me.